how did Doc Holliday and Wyatt Earp, like, how did it all start? Was Doc Holliday just gambling out his establishment at Wyatt Earp's establishment and they got to know each other that way, or like?
When we see the movies, they tell us that they're friends. So what happened is that Doc and Wyatt had first met about 1877 in Fort Griffin, Texas. And Wyatt was down there. He was being employed by the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe Railroad to track down a couple of these men had been robbing the railroad camps, and he was employed to track them down. And when he got to Fort Griffin, the owner of this saloon gambling establishment, Wyatt asked him, he says, hey, I'm looking for these guys. And he says, well, if anybody would know, it'd be Doc Holliday. Do you know him? And Wyatt didn't know him. And so they introduced each other. And Doc said, well, let me ask around and I'll see what I can do. And I guess Doc gave him a few leads that didn't pan out. But Doc had also pumped Wyatt about Dodge City, because Doc was kind of looking for, someplace else where it might be a good place to land. And he was with Big Nose Kate at that time. And so Doc ends up in Dodge City. There was a big gang of cowboys starting to shoot off their guns. And then they see Wyatt Earp on the street near the Long Branch Saloon by himself. And they quickly surround him, and they got their guns, and they're saying, we're going to get you now. Wyatt he thought he was going to be killed. He thought that was going to be it. Well, inside the Long Branch, they had glass windows. And Doc Holliday's back
swinging
there.
doors.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I don't know. I doubt it. But anyway, he sees through the window what's going on. And the guy at the dealer, he says, do you have a gun? And the guy says, yeah. So Doc gets it. Doc has his own gun. He comes out the door with both guns.
His gun and a borrowed gun.
His gun and a borrowed gun. He says, hold up your hands. And, of course, the cowboys are all startled, and they do. And then Wyatt goes for his guns, and they march him off to jail and lock him up.